magazine, figure saved the hair so spinning. She love free fast, so nice, I'm grinning. The bitch so fine on my wrist. Vaseline for the paper chase. Music scene is my favorite hair so spinning. I lost my mind, I'm fine, I'm living. You trust my bro, spill wine, you're tripping.
Yes, guys, weird little echo there, but we moved. Big up everyone that's locked in. As always, smash the like and subscribe button. We're here for another live stream, another video for you guys today. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Check out Jerseys FC in the description below for all your best quality football shirts. Check out Concrete Jungle Freestyle as well. And let's get into it. There's a lot to get into in this stream. We're going to go further more into the Raphinia situation. Rumours that Ziyech could potentially be going the other way as well. Lots of talks about the Ligt coming out today too. We're definitely going to get into that. Stuff surrounding Kepa, Armando Broja. Could be a bit of Neymar discussion, but it's not going to go too far. Some stuff on Kunde and anything else you guys want to talk about in the description below as well. Big up everyone that's locked in. We got 100 of you guys locked in already. So again, let's try and get that to 100 likes because we're only on 34 and that's not enough. But yeah, let's get into it. Fato, what are you telling me, my bro? You're awake?
Yes, I am awake. I'm aware of that. Thank you very much. I'm very much awake, and the weather's been shit for the last few
Sounds
days.
like you're just getting up, Fato.
I'm not. I'm just literally right here.
Yes. You literally, you look like it now.
And everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all good, man. But shit weather, man. Last few days.
Fato,
Yeah, it's raining
Fato,
outside here too, man.
Do you have pants on?
Ooh, it's raining a lot
We have
actually.
pants on.
Okay.
Feel
Just
bad for the
checking.
homeless people.
We don't need. This camera just went off. That was a load of bullshit, but it's cool. It's cool. Jesters, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, just to the chat because we don't have the likes. Wakey, hands off your snakey, and smash the like button.
If
Come
you have
on,
a snakey,
folks.
they might not have a snakey, man. We might have some girl viewers.
But I can't assume their gender, dude.
You just
Yeah, we don't.
Sorry.
didn't you just assume it?
No, I just said hands off your snakey. I didn't say men or women, did
What's
I?
snaky then?
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
man, you
saying
never know
women
these
can have
days.
snakies too. That's
Yeah,
the
these days
thing now,
everybody
isn't it?
can have snakies, man.
There you go. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm doing
fuck
good.
you, man.
I told you this man right here behind me.
Who's
the
that?
the best Dutch center back in the world. And
Why did I think it was Dybala, man?
I can see it. but-
it looks like Dybala, man.
that's not the Dybala. But we had the best Dutch center back in the Premier League, and if we get Kunde on the other side, that will more than replace the two idiots that left. So that's all I got to say.
That would be an upgrade. I can't lie.
Two idiots. Why are we doing this? This is only 3
Well,
minutes.
they're idiotic for leaving Chelsea, are they not?
Are we not idiotic for not re-signing them?
Well,
No.
two
'cause they-
idiots don't make a
We
right.
tried. We did try.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't try.
I
but
understand
we
for
did.
Rudiger even, but AC doesn't have even shot, even though I like the guy. But
AC's contract offer was going to be less than what his previous contract was, but it is what it is.
well,
It is.
Yeah, but he wanted to go to
if
Barcelona.
if
that's what I
it's
would
true
go
that
with him.
if it's true that he had pussy issues before the games, yeah.
Oh
then
my, you can't say that on stream.
Yeah,
What?
come on, man.
He
Luis,
just
why
did.
can't he say it and I can't?
What?
Man?
Why cannot say pussy?
Go ahead.
Because
That's a
it's
wild
disrespectful, man.
To who?
Like, come on.
Go ahead. No.
Disrespectful to Rudiger and Maldini.
Anyway,
Like, come on, man.
they gone.
You're
they
next
left,
anyway. Big up yourself. What are you saying?
they gone. They gone. So, but there's what's the name? There's somebody mentioned that Kunde technically not as the main priority for Chelsea.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll take Neymar versus Sterling. By the way,
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah. I think
But
that.
that's
I think that
understandable.
goes for everybody. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you all good, Alex? Anyway, everything good?
I
Love to
heard
hear it.
but I won't say the reason why.
Yeah, don't worry. We spoke about backstage.
we spoke about it backstage, and I still have flashbacks in my head. So yeah, let's move
Yeah,
on.
I know.
All I say,
Kai, what are you telling me?
if you don't have experience, don't try Kama Sutra.
You said you wanted to learn yoga. I heard you were already doing downward dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good,
Kai
man. I'm
does,
good.
yeah, Kai does.
I'm good, man. It's raining, you know. So
It's
I'm still
raining, man.
technically I'm still at work, but I'm my own boss now, so I'm good. You know, life is good. Chelsea are not still didn't sign anybody, but you know, legit coming here, man, would be good. I like the guy. I liked him ever since he was at Ajax, so he'd be perfect for us. Let's see where we go from there, man. Because we do need center backs. It's nice being linked to attackers, but we do need that center back issue solved. And I hope that we won't sign a midfielder because I want to watch the space crew have a crisis stock, man. It'd be nice. Be nice.
Or everyone
Well,
having a meltdown over midfielders. Well, we'll
That
have a
would
meltdown
that would be
anyway.
amazing, man. That would be
It
what
would
a
be over
moment.
the midfield or the attack or the defense or some shit, or someone will say Tuchel out or God knows. You never
that's already
know.
happened. That's old news.
Every
The
time we lose,
Tuchel
they
out
say.
stuff. Nah, it was never
Yeah.
serious though. It was never serious.
No,
the same-
Some of those idiots are serious.
It's the same people who wanted Frank Lampard to stay until we get relegated are the one who are now talking about Tuchel leaving. You know, but it's none of my business.
We
You know.
move.
Yeah, we move.
Well, hopefully you can find one of them because it would be a good fucking stream to hear that sort of opinion because I need to know how you get to that point. But yeah, last but not least, Chris, what are you saying, my guy?
Yeah,
He's
I'm all
last
good, you
and
know.
he's the
Like,
least.
yes.
He's
Yeah, I'm all
least.
good. Seen the little Neymar links off Sky Sports, so yeah, I'm all good.
He ain't coming to Chelsea.
Yeah, those Sky links are a
So-
load of arse. They said, Neymar's more likely to join Chelsea
And they
because
say
Sky
based-
Bet dropped their odds on him going
Yeah, they
there.
said based on odds. It's stupid to me, man.
Yeah, that's a load of waffle. If anything,
never
they
know.
probably lowered those odds just so they can make a news topic about it and get more people to make those bets.
I
It's not
actually
about
see
news, it's about
Neymar
clicks.
coming more to Chelsea than Sterling for some reason.
I
okay.
think you need to get off that boot, that whack.
Alex, how do you see that? Fuck the transfer news.
Maybe,
On it.
yeah, maybe your
I
face
think
got sat on
make
too
me a
much
believer.
yesterday.
That
Lost that
was Kai.
oxygen.
That was Kai. That wasn't.
Hey, man, don't say that, man. That's his personal information.
I'm not a therapist. There's no privileged information.
No, but Alex, how you
reason-
see Neymar to Chelsea is more realistic?
Okay, the reason why because I heard first of all I don't think who's the new manager of PSG. Anybody knows?
Yes,
Who?
It's,
was it meant to
G-
be Zidane?
Gaultier.
So
Gaultier. He was the Lyon manager.
they have to basically they have to offload somebody, either Messi or Neymar, off the books from PSG because
I'd take Messi over Neymar.
yeah, well, Messi
I'll
is
take Neymar.
Messi. All the way will go. It's to the Barcelona, and he doesn't want that. Neymar is open for the discussion, but either Messi or Neymar has to leave. Otherwise, they're gonna be raped by FFP.
That's already happening.
Well, I
They've
know
already
that.
broken that.
Well,
That's
I'm
no-
saying they can if that thing deal is going as fast as it can. The Mbappe, what's the name? They cannot make a championship league, and that's the only reason Mbappe is still there. They have to fix that up. So one of them is leaving.
I actually agree with that because I do need to get probably with someone. Like,
See, I
what's the
saw
wage
Ben
stone?
Jacobs say earlier today, chances of Neymar joining Chelsea are pretty slim due to the club's other targets and Neymar also preferring to stay in Paris. Or if he does leave PSG, his next move is likely to be outside the Premier League. That was from Ben Jacobs. I've also kind of heard Neymar could potentially be looking to go back to Brazil or something. I think it'd be too early for him personally.
Yeah,
But
it's only
a
30.
move to Chelsea seems very, very unlikely. I wouldn't expect it. I think it's
What
a
I'm
pipe
saying
dream.
is, I actually see Sterling or Neymar leaving Chelsea bigger percentage for me than I see Neymar coming to Chelsea before I see Sterling. For one reason, because I don't think Sterling wants to leave City. I just don't believe it.
Have you been to the eye doctor later?
Who?
You?
I haven't been to the eye doctor. Why?
Well, because you say your seeing is not very good, bro.
I know.
Well, because I ain't seeing Neymar. At
I just
Chelsea.
I just the based on the thing, like for example, Neymar's fee is gonna be less than Sterling. That's number one. His wage is gonna be about
50
the
million
same.
apparently. Yeah.
I don't care if the player doesn't want to come to the Premier League. It doesn't matter
I
what
don't.
you offer him.
That's
He doesn't want to come.
that's the thing.
He said that. Did he say that though?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
he actually
no,
said he doesn't want to be in the
Yeah, but
Premier League.
Maybe
No,
he changed his
that's a
mind.
lie, yeah.
To give him a hug. Give him a handshake.
I don't know about
First of all,
Neymar, man.
I'm not saying it's
I
gonna be. It's
I
just my
prefer
little
Barcelona Neymar than
If
PSG
it's my
Neymar.
little it's my little like a thought
Well,
process. of
Arturo,
it.
we don't
I
have a
just
time
see-
machine, so
I
yeah.
just see Neymar higher chances Neymar coming
Yeah.
to Chelsea than Sterling. That's just my little
Well,
my
Sterling
feeling.
is almost
That's
done.
That's it. I'm not saying it's
What
gonna
about
be.
Dembele?
Yeah, if Sterling
Wait,
ain't leaving
Jester,
this
were
year,
you
he's
for or
likely
against
leaving
that
next
Sterling
year.
signing?
That's what I'm saying. I just don't see Sterling leaving. Sterling will have more chances of keeping his
Yeah.
high salary by living on free than living for payments, because nobody's gonna pay him that 300K what he's on now, and the transfer fee. You see what I'm saying? That's my thought process. That's all it is.
Mhm.
Plus the Championship League, man. The
What about
Championship
it?
League chance. The Championship League chances of Manchester City versus Chelsea is higher for Manchester City.
It was that way when we won it the year before last too, and we
Yeah,
won it.
come on. You know what
But
I'm
it
saying?
would, but the odds were still in City's favor to win it that year as well, and we won it
Yeah.
instead.
It's
Yes,
hard to
I agree
get
with
a bottle
you.
job
I
to stop
agree with
bottling
you. Huh?
because they just add more pressure to themselves, like with Manchester City. Like
Yeah.
this, they continuously add more and more pressure on themselves to win the Champions League, and it makes the bottle job even more spectacular. They went from
but
going
that
to the
does not-
final and losing to Chelsea, then they lost to Lyon the year before. This year, they
But
dropped
look-
a fucking 2-goal aggregate lead in about 3 minutes in added time.
Look,
Yeah.
but at the same time, they not like Chelsea did the Championship League run when we couldn't win it. They actually replaced the players. You see what I'm saying?
They've gotten
Chelsea.
worse.
did
Yeah,
not
no, I
replace
get like their
Didier
transfer
Drogba.
activity is calm
was
and
a
everything,
steal-
but the
it was a
mentality when it
steal.
comes to Europe isn't good enough.
So
Yep.
no. There's so much stuff to be unpacked there. Man City's best team was when Aguero was still playing for them and at his
Who?
best.
Aguero.
Man City,
Who said that?
me.
It's fact. What do you mean?
No, it's an opinion.
Oh, okay.
Which striker did they have?
No, no,
Whoever
no,
is
no,
as
no,
good as
Hold on,
Aguero?
when Aguero was finishing for them, they were better than they are now.
No, that's you have to look at the competition in the European at that specific time. Even though Man City had a really good team that time, there's other teams that were stronger. There was always Bayern Munich, there was Liverpool, but in a better position then. There was actually teams like Juventus was stronger then. There's the teams like Barcelona still
I
strong.
didn't
Real
say
Madrid-
anything about them. I just said that Man City's best team had Aguero in it.
I
Sorry.
know, but yes, I agree with you. I'm not saying the team that they have now and building now are better than what they had. I'm saying the team that what they building now, it's the better that what's competition in Europe right now is. Because look, who did what's the name? Real Madrid. How did Real Madrid? What's the? I'm triggered by Russian AVI. What's the goal?
Nathan Gissing's just reported Thomas Tuchel has held positive talks with Raheem Sterling as well.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know if
Look,
that's late news or something,
I
but
don't
I've
know
just
what's
seen
the
that drop
AVI
now.
OEM is, so I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway,
he's the guy that he actually does have a little bit inside information at Chelsea. So
Yeah.
he's the one that always
Okay.
drops the lineups early.
I don't know. Can we move from Neymar? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, let's move on to.
But no,
Yeah,
I was just interested in why he thought Neymar was more likely than Sterling. But now with that news as well, I think Sterling's even more likelier than we already figured out. Now
I
there's
think that-
talks between the two sides. Sterling's just figuring out what deal's best for him because I think Man City offered another contract for him. I'm not sure about the wages or anything like that, but he's been offered something by Man City. There's an offer from Chelsea as well. He's just figuring out which option's best for him. But Sterling's
Are you
meant
guys
to be more
convinced with him?
favoured for Chelsea than Dembele, let alone Neymar.
Are you guys convinced with the Sterling? Like, where do you guys stand with the Sterling?
What, the
signing?
move?
like I said, Sterling for me needs to come with Dembele. Otherwise, I don't need him.
Okay.
Yeah, I want both. Like, I don't want just one play.
No,
In
no.
spite of Sterling, I need
No.
more.
I'll
additions
take
in that.
Dembele by himself without any other signing up front. I wouldn't take
Yeah.
Sterling. without
If
Dembele.
you ask me Dembele or Sterling, I would most likely pick Dembele, but I want
Exactly.
them both to come in. Like Sterling, to me, the only question mark isn't does Dembele come in with him? It's the wages, it's the price tag. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
if Werner leaves, that's the
I
only thing.
sent Tony the link. If what?
Well, it's either going to be Werner or Pulisic leaving.
I thought it was Ziyech.
Or Ziyech?
Well, no, that Ziyech is also.
But he's leaving
Okay.
alone. He's leaving alone.
So it's one of those two with Ziyech.
Well, it's Lukaku.
Yeah, Lukaku left as well. Forgot about
We're
that.
not replacing Lukaku
It's-
directly.
Well, we have to. We're not going to go into a season with 3 attackers. It's not.
No.
There's no way.
Go ahead, just.
No, that's all right. Let it go.
No. I didn't mean to. We're not replacing Lukaku with the exact the same player like Lukaku, like the number 9.
Well, why would you do that? He was a failure.
Yeah. Well, no. What I'm saying. Well, he's a failure. Not the position is the failure. Not the
But
tactics.
that type of striker in Thomas Tuchel's system will always fail.
No. For example, Lewandowski is number 9. Is he a different striker?
He's a different kind of striker from Lukaku.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's still number 9. He's the 9 that actually can move.
Well,
He's just the Eiffel Tower.
Are you okay, Lewis? Did you have a stroke?
Yeah. Just sorting something out on the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, all good.
So from it's reported in the Matthias de Ligt reporting that Juventus are interested in Werner and or Pulisic, probably not both of them, but one of the two. They could be, once the money gets paid for de Ligt, they could turn around and be interested in one of those two players. I would say they'd probably be more interested in Pulisic than Werner because of the
Wages.
Well, not just wages.
Ooh, okay.
What he
Did you guys
brings
see
in
that?
outside of the field.
Did you guys see what Nathan just posted? Nathan Gissing, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
his name
about
is?
Sterling.
Yeah, he had a positive.
Yeah,
meeting.
we're just
He
saying that.
just said that.
I'm sorry.
God.
Is she somebody sitting on?
Concentration's worse than fatter, man. Fuck.
Come on, man. And, Alex, come on,
Right.
bro.
Yeah,
Pull
I-
your face out of that woman's lap and let's go.
Hey, man. Allow me, man.
Stop doing motorboating, man, on the streams.
Motorboating. Ah, man. Ah, man. All right.
Oh man!
All right, man.
Nice
No,
southern
no,
accent.
no.
Oh man.
I don't want
Oh,
Lewis cancelled,
man.
so I'm just gonna avoid the feedbacks because the
Thank
comment
you.
that I had is deadly. It's deadly, especially on this month. But we move.
Okay.
Sorry, let's go ahead, man.
Actually,
You man, I can't be bothered, bro.
yeah, Boehly is up to selling and bringing in whoever Thomas Tuchel wants to sell or bring in. So, any other comments?
Did you guys see the comment about the Premier League teams kind of worried about like what Boehly will do since he doesn't have any like football negotiation skills or
Yeah, I
experience?
saw that. It's a load
You guys
of
see that?
waffle, man. But it's typical with Chelsea. Everyone try and downplay us. I'm not even listening to that bullshit.
it's everybody went to Marina.
It's
out.
funny, like
She's
Marina
gone,
knew. Like
and then they
Marina knew
complain
what
about
she was doing when she first came in.
and then they complain about Boehly. Look, you guys
I don't
actually
mind,
think that
Marina.
contract negotiation is hard. It's not that difficult. Okay, this man has negotiated,
4.2
thousands
billion
of contracts for billions and billions of dollars. He knows what the hell he's doing, and it's not like he's alone.
He's a real billionaire, not just not
Yeah, he did.
not like
again,
Donald Trump, fake billionaire.
So y'all need to just stop this nonsense of he doesn't know what he's doing. Really?
Time will tell. You know, like it's no point judging like before we even like began. Like you gotta give it a few seasons and see what he does with his Chelsea team.
Yeah,
Well,
the
he's
guy
not going to be.
did-
He's
the
not
guy-
going to be the technical director forever.
I
He's
know,
just doing
yeah,
it
yeah,
in the
yeah,
interim.
The guy didn't even
him
have
in
time-
charge,
The
like-
guy didn't even have time to put his kids' pictures on on his desk yet, and people already said,
yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, it's just too soon to say like anything. And he's apparently given like Thomas Tuchel like 200 million to spend. So on players
Yeah,
we want.
Thomas Tuchel said positive talks with Sterling regarding a move to Chelsea, and Sterling is also seen as Chelsea's number one target for attack. That's the official thing
Yeah,
from
he
Nathan
nego-
Gittin.
Josh tweet is really good.
Josh's tweet. What did he say?
Not tweet, chat.
Oh, Josh in the chat. Big up Tony, my guy. What are you saying, man? You all good?
Yep, live in the
Big Bang
car.
Theory 30 years later.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, live in the car, escaping the kids. Although they're home from school now, so I might
Big
get
Bang
ambushed.
Theory 30 years
Always
later.
needed, bro.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory. How you doing,
What are
guys?
you
All right?
saying, my guy? What's your thoughts on the attacking links that we got? Sterling, Dembele.
Well, it's all great, isn't it? You know, it's all getting a bit boring too, though, isn't it? Because it's almost like they're rewriting the same shit every day. That's, you know, it's how often, how well can you rewrite something? I think defensively, that's where we have to start. You know, obviously talk about Ligt and quite a concrete, but it seems as though that's the one we're going for. It'd be nice to see us get 2 bits of quality at the back to Ligt, and obviously Kunde. I know there's a lot of, you know, that one's a drama, isn't it? That one, but we do need 2 bits of quality at the
Apparently,
back for
Kunde
sure.
is not a
100%.
top option anymore.
Yeah, but listen, we've been involved in trying to obtain his services for a very, very long time, haven't we? You know, you don't suddenly run cold. I think it's all about maybe pressing the right buttons, and then maybe Seville will be less likely to, you know, maybe they're likely to drop the price, or. But we definitely need 2 centre backs, that's for sure. And 2 players that can come in straight away, you know, because we've got gaps there right now, so you have to deal with that. And then, of course, we can look towards the forwards. As we know, we need to address that big time. Lukaku's gone now, so a gap has arrived straight away on that score. And we just need to look at bigger and better options, really, than what we've got, you know. We're a good side. Let's have it right. We are a good side. Let's not forget that, yeah. I mean, we went 2 domestic cup finals, Champions League quarterfinals. Really unlucky not to get to the semis. Obviously, Champions of Europe. We won the World Club. We won 2 trophies last year. Everyone forgets that factor. So we're a good side anyway. We were kind of limping over the line towards the end because we run out of steam, and 60 odd games psychologically, it was one of those, wasn't it? You know, but we're a good side anyway. So let's, you know, when we're watching all the rest of the, you know, teams sort of strengthening that. I mean, Man City looks frightening, doesn't it? You know, with Haaland, let's be fair. But, you know, I think in terms of where we're at right now, I don't think anything's changed. You see other teams getting slightly stronger, but it to go to the next level, if we're going to challenge the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool, we need to make sure that it's quality over quantity. And it'd be interesting, won't it, now to see, because obviously Todd Boehly's got the reins now, hasn't he? So,
But I think with us as a fan base, I think there does need to be a perspective, even with the signings, that we're not going to be in a position to win the league title. At the best, we'll be in a position to maybe contend for a longer period of time than we did over the last 2 seasons. But we know it's meant to take 2 or 3 windows. And I think in spite of the window, in spite of whoever comes in or comes out, kind of need just a bit of perspective. Don't get too gassed over reports, over the players that come in and think, yeah, we can go and win the league title yet again. It's not going to be like that. I think if we go in there with a positive mindset, like, I think we'll have a better season as long as we don't get too gassed.
Somebody's got to tell me why not.
Why we can't win the league title.
Right.
We are not winning the league title with this squad, and especially bedding in the players into the team. The strength that Manchester City have already at this point, I think is very unlikely to see us win.
Had we not lost Chilwell for the length of time we did, and Reece James for the times we did, you know, multiple times, we would have been a lot closer than you think.
Yeah.
I think we would have closed the gap a bit more. I don't think we would have won it.
So if you extrapolate that out and you bring in talents like Matthias de Ligt, possibly Jules Koundé, Dembele, Sterling, you bring in some midfield options and provide depth to wingback positions for people who can actually suit what Thomas Tuchel wants in those positions. Why can't you be challenging if we were that close with
No,
a full complement of full squad?
We will challenge if that's the sort of players that we end up. I think Sterling would be massive for us. Absolutely massive. He's good, you know.
I forgot. We're Chelsea fans. We have to be negative first.
No, it's not being negative. It's not being negative. Look at the teams around us and our attack compared to theirs.
Plus, you have to embed a lot.
I don't see us coming close.
It's them
unless the attack is completely changed.
So Liverpool's attack is better this year than it was last year.
It doesn't matter. It's still better than ours. Our players are having like attacking numbers for West Ham and these type of teams. They're not. Even Spurs have a much better attack than us. I think people need to be realistic. Of course, it's good to be positive and whatever, but we do need an overhaul in our attack. I said it before. I said it 1,000 times. With this attack, Chelsea isn't coming close to winning the Premier League ever again.
I
wouldn't say close ever again.
Hold on, Chris.
With this attackers, no way.
Oh,
no way.
yeah,
With
we're
the attacks that we have now, with Timo Werner, Mount, all these guys in attack, no way we're getting Premier League.
But Kai, we are buying new attackers and getting rid of some attackers, so.
Yeah, but that's good. But that's gonna take time for them to kind of click. It's not gonna be.
The bedding in, like Lewis said, it's gonna take a season for me.
No, it doesn't take a season to bed players.
Well, look when we signed 7 players.
Waffle.
Yeah, but these attackers just not.
Look when AC Milan signed 9 players. It took them a while.
Are we AC Milan?
But we signed 7. No, hang on. We signed 7 players. And it went horribly wrong at first. It took a bit of time.
Chris, we had 5. We had 5 in 2020 and 21 seasons.
Actually, we had 6, but yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Starters.
5th, Chris. Like 5.
I said
5
starters. We
Ziyech,
signed
Pulisic, Werner, Kai Havertz, Cho.
Pulisic was here in 1920.
Did you say Cho?
Did you just say Cho?
What about Mendy? What about
Kick him out, Lewis. Kick him out. He didn't even do his research before he came on, man. Cho has been here since 2017.
You say Mendy, Sarr.
Yeah. So those, I don't even
well.
consider some of those players starters are in the squad. Okay, they're bit part, and they really shouldn't be here. A lot of them. So if you're telling me you're bringing in an experienced winger, Premier League proven winger, somebody who has scored double-digit goals in the last 5 years in the Premier League.
But they play with Kevin De Bruyne, man. We don't have a Kevin De Bruyne level of player in our team.
When was the last time we are consistent?
I'm just going to sit here.
No, just I'm serious. Like, who do we have in our team who's equivalent to the level of
damn thought without being
all right.
So I'm just going to sit here like
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Too late, Kai.
No, it's just I just don't see where we're gonna get those assists from. When we're gonna get those goals, man.
I'll be real. I can see us in the next 5 years. We're still struggling in our attack.
What'd you say?
He said we have trouble.
I think we're struggling in our attack in the next 5 years.
I agree.
Well, you say next 5 years. You don't know what's in the next 5 years.
It depends who we sign, though.
It's crazy to say next 5 years. Like, you're gonna know the next 5 years. That is just. I think it's a bit crazy to think like that because we can literally get a whole new attack in like 2 years' time. To say that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You say bring new attackers.
I don't know if I can say 5 years because we don't know even what our squad is gonna look like in 5 years. What I can speak about is next year. Next year, I don't think we're gonna challenge. The year after, I don't know. It depends on our what squad we're gonna have. But so I can't go like as far as Fatura and say, we're not gonna charge for the next 5 years because I don't know what our squad is gonna look like in the next 5 years.
You don't know what C's look like. They're getting old.
Yeah.
Liverpool's
Liverpool already retired. They have a whole new team now.
So it could change over. We never know. We could see Tottenham win the league.
Josh is going wild, man. Kai's secret Spurs fan.
Any other links about? Nothing.
Ray S says, and Nkunku signs 2-year release clause of 51 mil. What if someone pays it tomorrow or next week? I think it'd be very unlikely with him signing a new contract. That'd be more likely to keep him for another year at the very least. So I don't expect that.
Is this where we say stupid stuff from chat? You don't sign a contract with a new release clause that's active the year you sign the damn contract.
I don't understand it. But it is what it is.
Okay, I think your mic's too close to your mouth again.
That's not a mic.
By the time we win our next Premier League.
What is it?
Chris, you're asking for it, man. You're asking for it. Chris is just like. Anyway,
we'll see.
By the way, people in the chat ask if Tony is Andrew's father.
Tony, are you
Who's-
Andrew's father?
Whose father?
Andrew.
No. I'm not.
You heard that, chat?
Legit,
He's not Andrew's
Yeah,
father.
if you knew Andrew, you will. I would deny it too.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck, man?
Easy.
No, I'm not
You,
Andrew's
for the
father.
next 2 years, title.
It's Winter Surfer. Winter Surfer.
Is that Winter
Oh
Surfer?
my god!
Yeah.
Please don't put up that
I
comment.
quite
Lewis. I don't
like-
want people to laugh
he's
at us, man. I don't want people to laugh
He's
at us,
quite a
man.
good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a decent guy. But
Yeah, he's a good guy.
why are we not what's the name addressing up problems in midfield and defense before we're addressing problems up front?
Apparently, our midfield's what we're going to be focusing on last. It's going to be defense and attack first.
The midfield's
Then we're
not the
going to
issue,
focus on
Alex, that's
midfield
why.
towards the end of the window.
Yeah, I
So
don't think our
we-
midfield's
That,
main
I
issue.
heard that about because the Declan Rice rumors did the round again, and they're saying like you could maybe look at that towards the end of the summer as opposed to the start. And I think it's even going to be less of that. Like why would West Ham let Declan Rice go just after the season starts, so then they can get fleeced for another midfielder? Maybe we'll bring in another midfield option, but people need to just get past. Rice ain't leaving this summer.
West Ham in the Europa League again next season. Surely they're going to want to hold on to Rice.
Yeah,
we
no,
have a
Rice
few
ain't
options,
going anywhere.
don't we?
People need to get out of their head. There's no way he's joining us. If he joins, he
But-
joins
but-
now.
But we have a few options that we can offer them, players. You know,
not in midfield. Like I haven't heard any
Well,
midfielders get linked to West Ham.
Barkley.
Just wait.
Barkley's
Yeah, let's get Barkley.
No.
What happened?
Barkley,
I-
Rice,
Tony-
they ain't gonna do
Nah,
that.
Tony,
Well,
give me
they ain't gonna
PTSD,
do
man.
that.
No.
Barkley and like
Hey,
Castro,
manager,
right?
What about the Gallagher? What about Gallagher on another loan?
Oh my God.
Yeah, give him Gallagher. as well.
Gallagher's staying.
Cobham graduate. I just want to see the infighting with that. That would be hilarious. But no, I think it's unlikely. Conor Gallagher's going to get his chance to the Chelsea team this season. Tuchel's already said that. So
Yeah.
I don't
I
see
know
who
Gallagher.
comes in.
Lewis,
Who goes
maybe
out
what-
for him?
Maybe Billy Gilmer.
I've
Can
got
you
the
remove-
two names that they're looking at midfield, but that's
Can
okay.
you remove that super chat, Lewis?
You
I mean,
what?
obviously the
Go
guy's
ahead,
green.
Justin.
Lightbulb says Kai. We have Mason Mount, who's better than KDB. Johnny Minerals for the win. Yeah. Also check out Johnny's call-in after
The
this.
guy
stream.
is green,
I'm
Lewis.
heading
Lewis,
over
the guy display picture is green, man. Just take him off, man. The guy's obviously waffling
there.
around.
Hey, Incredible Hulk and that. Big up yourself.
What were you saying, Jester? What other midfielders we're looking at?
There's two midfielders we're looking at.
Who?
What is
Name them, please.
Sergey
Oh,
from
yeah.
Lazio and Adrian Rabiot from Juventus.
Oh yeah, but they want a DM. They want a defensive
Oh,
mid.
yeah.
Oh,
Adrian
they're-
Rabiot has played
Rabiot is
defensive
washed,
midfielder.
man.
He plays centre mid majority this season now.
Okay, that's why we can't have a conversation because people don't know what the hell they're talking about.
You can look it up. He's played like
But
20
he's.
games centre mid.
I don't know. I've never been really impressed with Rabiot, man.
But doesn't matter then. We
I
can move
can-
because
I
Chris
can
says that he can't play DM. So
No,
we
I
gotta
didn't
move.
say that. I said he played
Nope,
majority
nope,
in centre mid. Yeah, he played 3 games in DM and 21 in centre mid. My bad. 1 game in right mid and 17 on the left mid. It says right here.
Well, I'm glad you can read.
Yeah.
I'm glad too. Chris can read him. It's good.
That's numbers. That's not
Yeah.
reading.
I can read numbers. But it says right here.
Okay,
So
we're
I guess
established.
it's lying, I guess.
We're established. Chris knows his ABDs.
It literally says he played 21 central midfield.
You mean
and
ABCs?
3,
No, there's
three
a
in
C for the
defensive
B.
midfield.
I
Yeah,
know you wank.
just-
That's a sarcastic joke. You fucking wank, Kai.
So that
Get some oxygen
what-
in your brain, man.
I need to retract my statement. We're not getting any
Yep.
midfilders because
Chris
Chris
said
don't
no.
miss the Chris approval.
Yep.
So
Well, that's great. Thank you, Chris. I don't want any
to
midfielders.
show me where he has played DM?
And the football.
It says right here, right here. He's even played left mid a lot.
Well, is it a transfer market? Is that where you're getting the info from?
You can get from there as well, yes.
No, but
And
where
it
do
does
you
say
get
from
it?
there. 2 sides, that one and this one. I don't know what this one's called. I
I
think that
don't
one's
I don't
28.
understand why we think you're going to get an out and out number 6 that does nothing else but sits there in
Because
front
that's
of
what
the back
people in the
four.
spaces want, Chester. That's what people in the spaces want.
That is not German football, but whatever.
That's what Alex wants. Alex, is that what you want? Somebody who sits
As
like
we
that,
have
like
a German
lifeguard?
coach, we will
No,
be
you
playing a German style of football. So,
But Sumo would have been really good for us, man. This is why I'm kind of
and
annoyed. That
I don't know what else to tell y'all.
I want somebody.
I'm not saying he
I
can't
want
play DM,
midfielder
though.
that capable of running.
I didn't
That's
say
all
that.
I
Though.
want.
I'm just saying he played majority.
I want a
centre mid,
player
apparently.
that capable of running, sometimes jumping and make attempt like he's fighting for the air ball.
But it's obvious our priority this window is attackers, though, right? Because like that's
Attack
mostly
and
what we attack.
defense.
And defense, yeah, exactly.
Timo is a false 69. Somebody put it.
Full 69.
Timo's false. That's just a false footballer. Have we gone into? We haven't gone into Raphinia stuff, have we?
Or
We just-
Legit. We didn't even get to Legit yet. And he's like the main player that we should be
Who?
excited to talk about.
Who?
Legit.
Digit.
The
Oh,
Legit.
you
The
meant the
Legit.
Ligt. The
Yeah,
Ligt. The Ligt. All right, cool. Yeah, Chelsea's offer for De Ligt is the most concrete. He's apparently our number one defender that we're looking for as well, over Koundé. His agent has contract offers from several Premier League teams, and Chelsea are willing to invest 70 million euros into his transfer. Is that near his release clause, or is that the actual
No.
one?
I heard 60 million though. 60 million
That's
pounds.
its release clause.
No, his release clause
Euros,
is
isn't it?
120 million euro.
Yeah, but
his release is
isn't
120.
Juventus are willing to negotiate because he's running his contract down, isn't he?
Now they have to negotiate now because he put in a transfer request.
How much is
Oh,
left
yeah,
in
yeah.
his contract?
It's 3 years, 2 years, 3
But
years.
he put that transfer required to this morning, no? In the morning.
That's what's reported.
Yeah. So 60 million, get him home.
Can I put my transfer request, please?
Why doesn't have a? Can I ask you why is it we didn't print it with color? Because it's kind of
Because he doesn't have a color printer, maybe.
or he's just being cheap. He just doesn't want to
It's literally
use
just
the
that.
colors.
What kind of
Yeah.
color did you expect from Jorginho? His white.
A human colors, bro. That's I'm sorry.
It
man,
is
if I-
a you. It is a
Like, the
human
background
color.
isn't like it's just black and white, but that's it.
It's black
but-
and white, yeah, man.
Oh, yay.
They're
Don't
from the
worry.
40s, man.
We ain't like the masked police or nothing. Don't worry. It's all good. It's
Oh
all
my
good.
gosh. We actually
yeah,
had
on the list.
Yep.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the lick, like 70 million. If that's enough to secure him, I think it'd be a great long-term investment for us. He's at a young age. We can hold him out for
How old is he
a
now?
good amount of period into
22.
his prime.
No, that's good. That's a good age.
22. Yeah, 22.
He's
So
been
we
playing
can-
since he's 17. So
Yeah. And unlike
5 years,
Christensen,
he'll hold him
I'm
till the
sorry,
age of
Lewis.
27.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Lewis. And unlike Christensen, he's not built like a WNBA player, which is good, man. Let's get him in, man. No offense, Lewis.
No offense.
Cool. So, as we were saying,
yeah.
Oh man. I had to do it, Lewis. I'm sorry, man.
yeah, you had to do it. You had to do it. I bet you fucking did. But yeah, yeah, the Ligt 70 million. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. Would you guys take him over Koundé? Take them both together. Let me know if you think it's a good deal for us. I think everyone's happy with it in the comments. 70 euros is a bargain, says Timo Werner.
Except for the
and-
nonce who
and-
said we should have said, except for the nonce in chat that said we should got it Diego Carlos instead.
It's not bad. He isn't
Yeah,
bad,
no.
but like I
Did you
wouldn't-
see? Did you see the Chelsea fans who said that Gay is a better football player than the legit man?
Delict?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Legit
No,
yeah.
I
is
call
a
him the
different
legit man because he's the legit.
He's too
center
legit
back
to
we
quit.
deserve, man.
Who? Delinquent?
Would you have him over Koundé, Kai, though?
We need
Different
them
type of center
both.
back.
They're different
We
players.
need them
man.
both.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need
we
two.
do.
Yeah, I'd take them both.
100%.
100%. I'd take them both. But I
But
think
we
I'd
need
still
two.
like
That's the
Koundé.
point. It's no good
Mhm.
getting one. We need two. You
But
have
are
to
we
have
going to
two.
invest
So
110
worst
million
scenario,
pounds in
though-
the center backs, though?
we're just going to have to do it because
Apparently, we're
we
going
need
for 6
it.
players. I don't know how we can afford 6 players with 200 million unless we buy them all. Like,
But
Well,
we'll
that's easy.
we'll shuffle the books. We'll don't forget we'll make money out of the players we will get rid of. I mean, look, Werner, Ziyech. There's players in there that will make money.
Yeah.
Even Broja, if you've got to do it. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but
I'm okay with get rid of Broja as long as we get him
Oh.
buyback clause.
Jorginho's another one. Well,
We
how
need
much
another.
get for him?
We need a striker in if he goes.
If
Loftus
he
Cheek.
buyback clause,
Bartley.
man, buyback clause. Please, if the only player I care buyback clause is Jorginho. Oh, fucking hell,
Jorginho,
why-
yeah,
Oh,
I knew it,
fucking
man.
All right, cool.
Somebody cut that.
out of
Somebody cut
context,
that.
Lewis, that is 39 minutes. In,
Broja.
if you're watching, my guy.
Broja.
on a buyback for Jorginho.
But
Only
That was
don't
Jorginho
you
on the
think, though,
buyback clause. You love to see it, my guy. I knew you were Sarista at heart. Spud me there, bro. Let's go.
don't you think though we need to strike now? Like it's really important now that we smash in one, get that first one in, and then you start building on from there. Like defensively first, let's get that. We need them 2 places, no matter what we do.
yeah.
And then, of course, it's great being linked with players like Sterling and Dembele. And I mean, can you imagine our fan base if we were just the fault of Neymar? Can you imagine if we pulled that one off? It would just it'd just be crazy, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Absolutely crazy. But you know what? Never say never. Never say never. Werner's another one. We could get some money for him. There's a lot of players out there. Pulisic, let's be honest. Listen, I'd like to see him stay. And we've got American owners, so it makes a lot of sense there from a PR perspective. Let's be honest, it does. But it's still with command, we still get money for him, So we can still balance the books. I'm pretty sure we could raise 150 million. If we have 200 million to spend, well, that's 350 million. We can go and get our players thing, I mean, Dembele's a free.
I think, what's his name? I think we're going to have to spend about 130 mil on the defenders. That's for sure.
Absolutely. 100%.
2 or 3 players is going to be 100, 120. Even with the fullback from the France, if it's reported, say 10, that's going to be another, I'll say 60 mil each for the defenders. That's 120 plus 10 for another. That's the defense already set. Then we're going to go back and and see if we can create some cash, which is if we can create cash that people goes out of front players or midfield, then you can face the market on a level of who we're selling, because you can't buy adding players up top if you don't know who's leaving. If you have reassurances that Timo Werner is leaving, then yes. Otherwise, we're going to be shooting ourselves in the leg and just keep the too many players. I know it's a 25 player squad next season, but we have players like Gilmore that needs to be in our squad next season because the amount of games is going to be.
No, Gilmore doesn't need to be on our squad next season. He needs to be going someplace else.
Gallagher. He doesn't want to go on loan. He wants to fight for a spot.
Up to him.
I'd keep him as depth. Like, we got 5 subs in multiple games next season.
Exactly. Look, we're losing how many midfielders with potential? We know we're losing definitely 2 already. What's his name? Left already? Saul already left. That's already one
anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think Kante will get sold this summer.
We've got a lot of mid players, similar, aren't they?
What's his name?
Like Mount.
No, I'm talking.
Jennifer.
Saul was definitely already left. What's his name? Barkley definitely not going to be on the bench next season. So that's already 2 players already gone, 100% gone. You have to replace by them. So if we're not buying the midfielders, that's Gallagher and Gilmore. If Jorginho gets sold, if Jorginho is sold, then we gotta look to buy somebody else. If Kante doesn't want to extend it, he needs to be sold. Same thing, we need to replace him.
I mean, Can I
be strictly honest? I don't think Jorginho gets sold this summer as well.
It's fine.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Why do you think? I guess I need to explain Todd Boehly and how stuff gets run over here, since not a lot of people know. The most successful American football franchise of the last decade is the New England Patriots. Their model is we sell players 1 to 2 years while they still have 1 to 2 years left of good football in them, because their market value increases, and you get rid of them on an upswing and not a downswing where they sit in your squad too long and they don't provide what you need. So if you take that and Todd Boehly's going to do the same thing. He's going to let players go a year or 2 before they're finished to keep their market value at something. Jorginho and Kante have 1 year left on their contract. If they don't sign extensions this summer, they are gone. He's not going to let people go on freeze again. This is a new ownership group. He's running the show this summer with some input from other people, with some guidance from other people. It's him running the show. If they don't sign extensions, they're gone. They will make it known that they're up for sale through the proper channels, and they'll be gone. Then you have to replace them, and you're not replacing Jorginho and N'Golo Kante with academy players. They're
Well,
not.
Come on, man. We've got Gilmore and Gallagher.
I'm talking about. I'm replacing. I said Saul and Barkley with Gallagher and Billy Gilmore. But if I'm not saying Georgie and Kante replaced with those. Those you need to buy.
No,
I can
it's
actually
right, though,
see.
they need new deals. It's what he's saying.
I can see Gallagher do Kante's stuff.
But they both need new deals. He's right, because then next season it becomes a massive issue for us. And of course, then you've got the whole.
With Rudiger.
That's right, but also you have to look at Kante's age, and it was our policy. We don't know if that's our policy anymore. But you know what it's like when a player reaches over 30. We've always had that thing, and you have to look at Kante. Was that his best season last season? Well, no, it wasn't. And he is a bit more prone to injuries now, isn't he? He's not a.
Can you put Neo's comment on, please?
Sure. Shaq says one sec. Shaq says Chelsea trying to place Marino with Michael Edwards, who shaped up Liverpool's squads with good profits and transfers, could be the biggest sign. But I'm very excited if he joins us. But I'm going to play it by ear before
that's
I say
the
anything.
data. That's the data thing, isn't it? They play the data game, don't
smarter,
they? Systems and
smarter transfer targets other than trending topics.
Philosophies.
That'll be a brilliant move for us.
Sensible stuff.
If we can get him in, but I'll play it by ear. I think this is the comment you wanted.
Yeah. I don't understand what the word regista means. It's not in my vocabulary.
He plays as a false DM or a false six.
For me,
terms.
For me, this word means pussy. That's what
it's a sorry term, isn't it? It's a sorry term, isn't it?
Yeah. This word is as a pussy. That's what word is.
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, he plays as a false six.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
No, fucking hell.
But again, you've got Adrian Rabiot.
If you look at the dictionary for that word, it will send you to the Black website.
This might be my last time on stream.
Sorry, just.
Yeah, go on, Justice. Finish your point, bro.
You have Adrian Rabiot out there at £15 million. £15 million for a French international who some people don't like him, some people do like him. Doesn't matter. Thomas Tuchel likes him. And if we're backing Tuchel with the players he wants Adrian Rabiot at £15 million, everybody needs to shut their cock holsters and allow it to happen. I don't care.
15 million?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a steal, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you can't even say too much.
£15 million, that's a steal. That's what it's reported. Whether it is or not, who knows? But I know Juventus is trying to get rid of midfielders because they have a dearth of them.
Why do they want to get rid of him for 15 million now? How long is he
They got him on a free, so they still make profit.
Yeah, like it's.
And plus, his wages come off their books as well.
What's his wage there? I haven't looked at his wage. Is it like 200k ish?
Well, he's actually one of the names linked to leave. So
yeah.
Do you think, right? How many of us think we're going to pull off Sterling? Do we think we're going to get Sterling?
I think 100% we're getting Sterling.
I think we'll get him as well. I think it's not an issue. For me, I'm just not. I don't know if he's gonna.
If you trade from Kai, he's gonna be good. So.
Hey man, I'm willing to give him a chance, man. You know, when you have players like we do in attack, I'm willing to give anything a chance. You know?
And what about Dembele? Do you think that's?
I think that's happening
Barcelona?
too. No, I think he's coming. Reports yesterday said he's not signing the contract at Barcelona. Now, whether those reports are legitimate or not, who knows? Right now, everybody's putting out as much information as they possibly can. Some of it's regurgitated, some of it's old news. But the report came out yesterday saying he's on June 30th, he will be announcing his new club. It won't be Barcelona. Whether that's true or not,
Raphinia?
I think
anyone?
It's possible to get all of them if another attacker leaves. So let's say you get rid. Okay, we've got Lukaku down. Let's say you get rid of Ziyech as well, and then one of Werner or Pulisic. Then you can bring in 3 attackers, right?
Leeds have shown an interest, though, haven't they, in Ziyech, haven't they? So could they not offer him Ziyech?
Yeah, that's a report. That or AC Milan, who have a deal on they've tabled a deal for him for a loan this year with an option at 20 million to buy.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are we doing that? That doesn't make any sense. That pisses me off, actually. 5 million on a loan. I think the Milan clubs have both taken the piss out of us, really.
Yeah, well, but that's 5 mil plus they paying their salary.
Yeah, plus they're paying
20 million though, and he's better than that, in my opinion.
Yeah, we only paid 35 million. We only paid 35 million for him.
Yeah, but do you think I don't know? I mean, I've got. Do you know what? I've got more of a problem with getting rid of him than Pulisic. I don't know. It's probably controversial, but I just think. I think it's our system and it don't suit Ziyech. I think that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So from Nathan Gissing, Matthias de Ligt is Tuchel's main target, whereas Koundé was more Marina's main target, which is why he's now not the main priority for Chelsea anymore.
That's unbelievable.
Well,
I can see that.
Good Lord.
I think there's a reason why. Maybe because he's more worried about the left side. Because he thinks that Chalaba can do the right side.
Yeah, but Koundé's
he barely played Chalaba. I don't know, because a lot of the time he played Sar over Chalaba, man.
We're getting 2 center backs this summer.
No. Yeah. Hold on a second. It's
Koundé.
No. I'm gonna come back to the things that I recently tried to think. Why do you think why people think that we keep going after those wingers? I still truly believe that what's his name? Thomas Tuchel sees Reece James as a right-sided center back.
He'll rotate in there, but he'll start at wing back.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think Tuchel is priority now. It's the left-sided. What's the name?
Waste though for Reece James. Don't you think he's so great going forward?
No. Yeah. I think opposite. I think James is the killer center back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I think because look, James is the player that suits for the players like a proper number 9, not Lukaku, but a proper number 9 that he puts those crosses. Do we have those people in our team that wait at the end of the crosses? No. James was great on their side when he was banging those goals. Not for proper, for assist and stuff, you know what I'm saying? For example, if we signed Raphinia and he plays as the right wing back with the left foot, he can cut in and Mount can push wide. Or Sterling over there, for example, and James is a center back. We can save, what I'm trying to say is maybe we can save money by buying not buying an extra center back, by using James and just buy a creative winger. For me, it all makes sense because how much he went for Hakimi last summer, knowing that James is there. Because we went for Hakimi heavily last summer. And I didn't understand why, because Reece James was big at Chelsea. So now it makes sense.
Koulibaly, is he more left-sided or right-sided?
Left-sided.
Koulibaly will probably he's going to stay in Italy. He'll either resign for Napoli or he'll be Matthias de Ligt's replacement at Juventus. So I think it's
years at Napoli to go to Juve. Damn.
So
that's all about burning your bridge.
Cheap though, 20 million.
I'm not.
It would be great.
I'm not going to be upset with this at all if we don't get Jules Koundé. If they bring in Matthias de Ligt and then they get my boy from RB Leipzig, Joseph Guardiola, he'll play on the left.
For Chelsea, I thought Guardiola was a bit unlikely for us now.
Still a name on the list.
Who? Which name?
Guardiola. He's Croatian. He's a 20-year-old Croatian playing for Leipzig. He can play center back or left back, left-footed, fast as all get out. He's about 6'1", same size as Thiago Silva. good aerially, good with the ball at his feet. So I would be okay with that. I would actually be okay with that.
Look, we keep forgetting that if we bind the defenders now, we're again going to be in the same shoot next season because
I mean, we don't
Thiago
need
Silva
to
is
buy
leaving.
one.
Yeah,
Thiago,
he is, yeah.
it's time to say goodbye, man. Just let it go.
I'm not ready
like
yet.
AC.
I ain't ready
I
yet.
love AC, but
I am
and
ready.
I was with you on it, but it's time to say goodbye, Lewis. Like
until I see him walking out, like you said, until he's holding the shirt, it ain't over, man.
I ain't holding our short, man.
If he's holding the Barca shot,
again,
then
what I'm trying to say is, look, I think people underestimate my theory, my thought process about James as a center back, because in the next season we're gonna be looking again for the center back because of Thiago Silva leaving. For the
Who
center,
says Thiago's leaving?
Thiago Silva's leaving next summer.
He's gonna get another extension.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, though, we still need two centre backs.
Okay.
And he could go back to a back four, so you wouldn't need to bring you could have Matthias de Ligt and Joseph Guardiola playing in a back four, which again would be one of the best pairings in the world.
For me, it makes so much sense now that why people are so confused on the spaces and everything. Why we signed it? Why we're looking at what's his name as a wingback, Raphinia as a wingback. It just makes so much sense because the way we play, and it's, for example, do you like James when based on the last season when James is coming into those little areas with Mount, and James is right-footed player, and you want the player that the left-footed, and Raphinia is the left-footed player to occupy that little hole over there, that little space. Same thing with Dembele. Dembele is actually two-footed. He can go that way. It makes so much sense.
Dembele, what's great about Dembele, if you notice his little trait, is that he gets it and knocks it on, doesn't he? And it's his pace.
Yeah, he's very pacey and he's very creative.
Yeah, for me,
he knocks
the
it
best
on,
attribute of
he gets
Raphinia,
it, knocks it.
The best thing.
Tuchel prefers Kimpembe to Koundé.
Kimpembe is a good centre back
because he's left-footed.
Mm.
He's left-footed, and he's very mobile. He's actually played left back for PSG. I think for the French national team from time to time. I know people aren't his biggest fan, but he's also seemed to be a more ball-playing center back. So you're going to start seeing now maybe some of our targets disappear now that the board's been replaced, and you'll find out who was a board target and a Tuchel target. That's gonna be the most interesting. It's interesting to me to see who was.
Right now we know Sterling,
person.
De Ligt, and Kimpembe are Tuchel targets,
and I think Guardiola would be as well as a Tuchel target. Not a board.
I think Reece James is his. Reece James Rice is his target.
I'm hearing varying sources. From what I'm hearing, it's more of a board target.
Yeah.
No, I actually think it was. I think
Tuchel likes him, but I don't think Tuchel's actively pursuing him as much as well.
Yeah, because
again, we'll see.
Tuchel,
well, you can bring in both Sergey and Rabiot for the price of Rice, and still have money left over.
Yeah.
But
how much is that combined? Like 60 million or something, or
probably about 65 million pounds.
Yeah.
Lightbulb's son says Pulisic has been worked out. Defenders now know how to stop him. He's no way near versatile like Eden, but only going to keep him for PR. I don't think anyone ever said he was versatile like Eden. No chance on that. I wouldn't even compare him to him. But as a player, I think this season he's been played around a numerous amount of positions, but he hasn't really held down the attacking positions either. But no one has. So I can't say too much.
But to be fair to Pulisic, he plays in the wrong system under Tuchel. The way he plays, he should be wide. He shouldn't be playing this narrow. He's not a 10. We're using him as a 10. So I do get him. Even so the fact that we're playing him like this, I get he wasn't consistent.
Pulisic.
But I think if he'd been to any other team, He would have been much better if he played another.
No, I think it has to do with Alonso that he played too close.
Yeah, but that's all our attackers are getting a bit of.
Well, yeah, Pulisic can take on a man with what's his name with Chewy.
Use him
And a-
use him as a going the other way to get Matthias to Ligt. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
Because you get Pulisic out of the Premier League, away from Jurgen Klopp, and you bring in a target that Tuchel wants. If that's the case, hey, let's go. Sign that deal tomorrow.
I think, though, from a PR
Sign
perspective,
that deal
Pulisic is
tomorrow.
huge. Yeah, an American.
He's also a good. I feel like people
I think
are
he's yeah
exaggerating about Pulisic. They're acting like he's a show. He's not a show. He's a talented
Exactly.
player. He can dribble.
He's
he
a
can
great
cross.
player.
He can finish.
The problem is, right? Okay, he's
He's
his
better
injury.
than Timo
He's
Werner
always
too,
injured.
man.
But he's
not
always
given
targeted,
chances.
isn't he, when he's on the pitch? And it's his finishing. Look at those
No,
finals, man.
but Tony, sometimes he has those finishes where like you wouldn't even like think he would finish. Like you remember
Yeah,
that
yeah,
goal
like
against Real Madrid.
shot.
Like which game?
He's
Which
a
game?
poacher. He's a poacher.
The Real Madrid volley. Did
He
you
can
see that
play
one?
as a poacher. He can. He's the
Oh,
one.
yeah, he's very
actually-
good in the box. He's our
He's
best.
really good. Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
our best
The real-
attacker inside the box.
Exactly.
For
And
runs.
when Jesus the crossing the ball in the box, that's the only player that ever thinking to be in the box. And that's what was frustrating with Kai, because Kai does not have those instincts as the 9. I know he's not the 9, but if you prepping the player to be number 9, and James is putting those balls in the cross, Kai for some reason always runs to the wrong positions. But Pulisic actually have that forward instinct where to be. Kai doesn't have that, doesn't develop. Pulisic has.
What's your opinion on this, Richarlison? I mean, are you? I mean, you sold on that one? I'm not so sure.
No.
50 million for someone
So
like
why are we being?
What is he good at? Can someone tell me what is he
Why
good
are
at?
we
Is he
so
good
legal?
at finishing?
have
No.
said
What is he good
the
at?
most I've heard on Richarlison that people have hyped up to me is his mentality, his work rate, the fact that he's a shithouse.
No,
So
no.
what the fuck are we talking
I
about?
don't think he's that bad. I'm
He's not 50 mil.
Then he should play chess, man.
Really?
Yeah, his
Look,
mentality is good. He should play
yes,
chess.
maybe not 50 mil. Maybe not 50 mil. I agree with you on that. But if you look at the Everton team, if you look at the Everton, specifically how he plays at Everton, the problem with Everton, they're so not a good team. They are so out of balance team. I just want to see what he does in a real well balanced team, because anywhere he played, he had to put his individual thing on the line every game. Because before that, he was at Watford, right? What team was it? He was
Watford.
individual
Yeah,
in the bad team. That individual play that he had to put all the weight of the teams on your shoulder. That's how I see Richarlison. I don't know how he will be a well-balanced team. I think he can do something.
But is he a Thomas Tuchel player?
Well,
apparently.
is that
Nobody
somebody he
knows
wants?
that. Nobody
Apparently.
knows that.
We had a chance to get him before he went to Everton. He was actually, when he was at Watford, if you remember, he wanted to come to Chelsea,
Yeah.
and we didn't go in for him. So if we're linked to him now, I find it hard to believe it would be a board signing. It would be for me, if it's somebody we've never targeted before, I would think that leans toward being a Tuchel thing.
I tell you the
Can
truth.
I get your opinions? Can I get your opinions, guys? Right on, and I don't know if I've read this wrong, right? Just so hear me out. I'm sorry, Lewis. I don't mean to to your job.
Like everyone don't talk over each other on these streams anyway. It's cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Right. So obviously Marina Gabaskai, yeah. Okay. Now we all know that she was staying there. She's going and bowling, but she's going to stay on for this. And cool. But we also know, right, that she gets a payoff, right, for the sale of the club, right? Reportedly, am I right in saying it's 10 million? 10 million?
20 million.
20 million. Well, okay, even fucking worse, right? Well, I read somewhere, and I really hope it's wrong, and I'm wondering how, why, where, that her personal wealth is 1.5 billion. Is that right?
It's possible. She's worked with Roman for a long time.
1.5 billion.
Is she really worth
That's
that?
unfucking believable. And also, did you know that RX.
Yeah, but she's being paid by billionaires, though. Tony. So for
1.5
them,
billion.
it's not.
That's unbelievable.
If you're not,
That's half of Boehly's wealth, or more, probably more money than West. Well, maybe not half of Boehly's wealth. But it's not that far off.
But, okay, well, she's never been married and she doesn't have any kids. That saves you a lot of money over the years.
1.5 billion. Wow.
That does, man. She's
enjoying
the life, man. She's enjoying the.
Well, absolutely. But you know, there's a lot of talk about Peter Kenyon. Yeah, he's now putting a consortium together with Everton. Do you know that?
Yeah.
And there's like little rumor one that maybe she could be part of that consortium. How about that one?
Hey, I gotta bounce. I gotta get ready for my appointment.
I gotta
take care of yourself, bro.
Look, I gotta answer the previous conversation we had between. I tell you the truth, I don't see the much difference between Everton player and between Leeds player. I don't see the much difference between them.
Yeah. They're both in the same boat, pretty much.
Both
unorganized teams, both fighting for relegation this season. Yeah, I agree with you 100% there.
I think they both.
I think Raphinia stood out a lot more, though.
Do what? But he plays.
Raphinia stood out more for me in that league.
But Raphinia is played in more organized in midfield. Get what you want, but Leeds are more attacking players.
Yeah.
Richarlison had to put this thing on his shoulders game after game. If it's not him, there's nobody in that team.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
That's nobody in that team. With other guy, he had attacking midfield, attacking thing. I think we're both good players. I don't know how much we're worth because 50. I don't know if Rice costs 150. Why not 50 million for Richarlison? So the numbers, I don't know.
Because there was times where Everton used to look good as well, and even in that, like, it wasn't really Richarlison that was standing out to me. Like this start of last season when they had James Rodriguez and they were top of the league, I didn't really hear a lot of talk about Richarlison. I heard most of the talk about the likes of Rodriguez, Luca Dean, Calvert-Lewin. He was balling out the start of last season.
No.
I didn't really. No, I'm not saying bring Calvert-Lewin. I'm not saying bring him. But
no, I will.
They were the ones shining at that time.
I tell you what. I actually, based on 25-man squad with Dembele's potential injuries. Dembele's potential injuries. If Pulisic is leaving, if Timo Werner is leaving, we have to replace the wingers. We both can play wingbacks. If our wingbacks are playing fine, then we can use them. It's a 20
Sterling.
Or Sterling.
As well.
If he did join Chelsea, I wouldn't expect him to score a whole lot of goals because I think since joining the
I tell you what, do you know how Richarlison plays centre forward for Everton? You know how Richarlison is playing center forward for Everton when what's his name was injured? Calvin Lewis, whatever his name is. Remember when Richarlison played by himself up top as a center forward? Imagine him with Dembele and Raphinia on the side, and they can rotate.
Like a Giroud, isn't he? Like a younger Giroud. Sort of
He's physical enough to hold on to the ball. He's better than and stuff like that. He will not be as individual because people saying that he's individual prick. He has to be individual prick because he's individual striker on Everton's team. That's how he plays. He's like Didier Drogba when we play in counter. He had to hold on the ball and wait until they show up.
Then let go, didn't he?
Yeah, but in Everton, there's nobody coming to him to help him. So he has to do everything on his own. I'm not saying no.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no. That's all I'm saying. Like
maybe it's one of those decisions.
Look at this way. Will he be upgrade? I'm talking about Sterling. We're saying Sterling is going to be upgrade to any of our forwards, right?
All of them.
Yeah, Sterling will be upgrade to the personnel we have. Is Richarlison is going to be upgrade to all of our personnel?
Yeah, to some probably. Like Ziyech, because he don't suit the system. You could say Timo Werner, of course.
You could say. I will close my eyes and I'll tell you, Richarlison is better than Timo Werner.
It's hard to say because
I'll close my eyes and tell you Chris is better than Timo Werner.
You see what I'm saying? So for me,
I don't play tackle Lewis.
If you look at
don't have to.
If you look at the Richarlison as the player that we can upgrade it on what we have, I say yes. I say yes. Raphinia will be upgrade. Richarlison will be upgrade.
Are we even
Sterling
interested in
will be
Raphinia
upgrade.
anymore?
Just
We
to
were
say as
interested in him
well,
before, man.
off the topic of discussion, I've just seen as well, West Ham are turned down the fresh approach from Chelsea for Declan Rice, telling him he's not for sale this summer. So, yeah, we just had that. I think Chelsea have made
God
their
is
first
good, man.
approach for him, but hasn't gone anywhere. And West Ham are very unlikely to sell this summer because why would
Well,
they
if
sell
it's
their
true,
best asset when they're
If
developing?
if
United,
it's true,
yeah, go ahead.
we're being
How fast
we're
can you
being
run?
proactive about it, aren't we? So
We
you
are,
know,
but
there's no
I
smoke
think
without fire.
I think it's unlikely anyway because of how much West Ham asked for, and I've already said personally, I think
if
it makes more
United,
sense.
if
I think it
United,
makes more
sorry,
sense for West Ham to
Yeah.
run down Declan Rice's contract, let him leave on a free, and see where they are in 3 years, as
But
opposed to let him go
you
now
don't think
without
And
bringing
that's
in a
if
why.
United
And
offer
that's,
him 85 million right now, they won't
and
accept
that's
it?
why you go
No.
to Wolves and
Has to be
get
over
that
100.
Portuguese guy,
To
and
be honest,
go
I think
to
if
the
they offer him
Wolves
85
and
million
get
right
the
now, they'll take it.
Portuguese player.
Which
Get
one?
the
Which one?
not
Yeah.
Molito, the other one. What's his name?
Diaz,
Neves.
Neves.
Diaz.
Neves.
Get
Neves.
Neves. Get Neves instead of Jorginho right now. If you don't
Is
want to
Neves
pay
even a
substan-
DM? Is Neves even a DM?
Yeah,
yes,
he
he's a
plays-
DM.
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? You know, you just so many players. So,
Yeah, but
It's
Tony, we're
fucking
only
mental,
linked with
isn't
them. We don't really go for it. We just linked with them. We just group them. That's all we do.
let's just kick it
Dude,
off, get the lit
man,
underway.
seriously,
just start. We need
like
to
I said,
start.
the
don't we,
guy,
you know?
the guy didn't even have time to put his kids' pictures on that freaking table in the office at Cobham.
Yeah, but that's not.
expecting.
But Alex, we have preseason coming, man. I would rather us be prepared for the season rather than rush players to join in.
I swear, man.
But the time flies, you know. Before you know,
I know that.
we'll
I
be
know
playing
that.
football.
But
But that's what we did in every season. We were successful. Yeah, 14, 15, 16, 17. We signed the player before the window started, and we did good.
Very quickly, Diego Costa and Cesc Fabregas.
Yeah, exactly. Fabio. And then we were
bang,
ready.
done.
I think Alex is
Look.
saying he's literally just joined us, and yeah, like you
that's
said,
what
yeah,
I'm
let's
saying.
get
Like
something.
Marina's still in the office over there.
He joined over a month ago, man. It's already.
He did move quick with
24th of
Lukaku
June.
though. He did move quick with Lukaku. I give him that. Like they got Lukaku out the way.
Well,
now.
he
Better
solved the
pants
biggest
there.
problem. He solved the biggest
No,
problem.
I disagree.
That's
He
why
just
he has
sold
to
the
do
player
the
and
job.
he didn't replace him. How is that solving a problem?
No, but it's not. He will replace him with like a Sterling or something. I think that's what's gonna
No,
happen.
we don't need to replace him.
Well, no, it is gonna be like because like Sterling's gonna be like on 300k at Chelsea, right? And that's gonna be taking Lukaku's wage, and that's what I think that's the main
I
reason.
don't
John
know.
Cena's comment is brilliant.
So far, all I'm seeing
I can't see it.
So far, all I'm seeing is words.
Oh,
He's
no
gonna
one
do
got
this
the
for Tuchel.
CJ.
He's gonna blah blah blah. But there's no action behind those words, man.
Fatter, man.
Fucking hell. Right, Cenac says Pulisic is talented but inconsistent like the rest of our attackers. Loan him out to get consistent game time, but I don't know if there's... No, keep Pulisic in the squad, bro. It's Cho that needs to go on loan.
Exactly.
Pulisic,
Cho
he's
needs to
had
be
enough
sold, man.
experience.
No,
Cho needs to go on
Pulisic
loan.
did have a loan actually at Dortmund when we bought him.
Even
Nah.
if it's so we
Offer
get a
Joe
higher
back to Bayern
valuation.
Munich. Offer Joe to
yeah.
Bayern Munich, and we'll get Lewandowski. So.
I don't believe that 70 million crap, Tony. To be honest, I think they kind of inflated it.
70 million for who?
Well,
That they offered 70 million for Cho, man. No, that's
Oh
BS.
no, I think the legit one was around 35 to 40 million, and we still turned out down.
49. It was a 50 mil for him.
No, but I don't know because
well,
that's
it was
by
talked
unit.
out of it. It was talked out of it by Frank Lampard, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fucking this. I can't believe it.
No,
Mm-hmm.
He
You're
didn't
right,
even play him.
right?
He didn't even play him at the time either, man. So I don't.
Not only that, because of him, there's the structure of the next. Like I remember, what's his name? Tony Rudiger contract was negotiated, and we offering freaking 120 to the 18 years old, man.
Mhm.
That's the part. That's the,
he was gonna go to Bayern Munich, and we was worried like.
yeah, and it was. This is exactly what happened.
I did like him when he first came to scenes, but yeah, 120k was mad. But like, that's
I don't
what Chelsea...
speak language that Chris speaks.
Well, you didn't like him when he first
I didn't
came.
like him ever. There's not a moment
Yeah,
when I saw
a
him.
lot of fans were liking him. He's 17 years old. He was looking promising. Then that injury came, and after
Exactly.
that, it came to an end.
Exactly.
That's very sad. That's a very
I'm
sad
not a
story, but you
Poku
know that's
I'm not a
life.
Play
Poku Doku. I
violin.
don't go
Yes.
to those
Well,
games.
Lewis,
No, he was playing
Lewis.
for the main team,
Yeah,
Alex.
yeah. Oh no.
One sec.
Oh poor. Oh,
I
poor
remember.
player. He got
One sec,
injured.
guys. One
Oh.
sec.
I remember him
guys.
playing his
One
Newcastle
sec,
and Europa
guys.
League games.
Tony, what were you saying?
No, I'm just asking Christensen. You know how much you love him. Has he
Yeah,
actually officially joined Barcelona? Is he gone?
No, not official, not yet. So
Right.
there's still
So
time.
here's the deal. Yeah. Why don't we go back in and just offer
There
him?
is a possibility.
Why don't we?
Nah,
Why
Lewis,
don't we?
He's
Lewis,
got 10 out
let it go.
Barcelona.
Why
Let it
don't
go,
we?
Lewis.
Staying.
Let it
Why?
go.
What?
Let it go.
Hey,
don't
maybe
just
there
make
is a reason
point,
we're not
man.
interested in
Let him cook.
Kunde anymore.
Let him cook, man.
Well,
Maybe they want to get
it-
Kunde in.
I
We
want a
keep
tangle web we
Maldini.
weave.
Christensen,
When we
Maybe that's why
Christensen
we're
is
not
collecting
interested in
unemployment
Kunde.
right now. He's collecting unemployment right now, Christensen. He is
He's
not
still
joining
getting
Chelsea.
No,
paid
he's
for
still
the Chelsea.
contracted for the next 6 days, or have you know?
Is he?
So Chelsea
And
come
our
back
we said
in
we
and go,
released
right.
him.
is that we
released
offered
him.
him no sign-on fee and no bonus, and statistically, the contract offer that we were giving him was going to be less than what he was originally on, which is why he didn't want to stay.
You
And
believe
that's
that,
why
though?
maybe
So-
You offered him
that's
less
Wait, we've
than
got to give him
what?
less than
All
like
we've
what,
got to do
80K?
is come with some respect, come with some manners, say, Mr. Maldini, here's a correct contract
Mr.
with your
Maldini.
sign-on clause, with your fucking agent fees and everything. Let him sign the contract, and we keep
Nah,
one of
man.
Cobham's finest. It's as simple as that.
Look,
You're
that's
saying we
that's
offered him less than 80K?
that's
Give him
may-
an economy class to
that's
Barcelona.
maybe
Man.
because why we're not interested in Kunde anymore. That's why the signing cooled off, and we're only interested in the left side as a delinquent.
Maybe, but we will have to wait and see. Like, I don't know.
I'm just playing with
Once he's holding the
people.
Barcelona shirt, we know it's finished. And it's over.
Uh,
But until then, we
to
fight.
me,
We
it
keep
makes
fighting.
complete and utter sense. It saves us 60, 70 million straight away. As you say, it clears up that problem. We know he's all right. You know he plays. You know he knows Chelsea. Just put the arm of love around him. New regime and all that. Why not? Say, right, it's a new regime now. Now we want you. You know.
I just wanted to bring this up because
just-
it's a
Yeah,
Timo
yeah.
Werner account saying AC prop in 2022. Have some damn shame about yourself. But
Put
yeah.
some respect on that Sir Timo Werner. Allow it, man. Believe me.
Sir Timo.
But
Oh
the
my
lit
God.
Christensen, you know, it's not too sad, is it? You know, you've got options, as you say, with James or Chalobah, or I mean,
All of a sudden, we're not that desperate at defense. All of a sudden, we're not
what
that
about Aspie
desperate.
though? Aspie and Alonso. You know, I mean, Alonso's got massive wages, isn't he? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
I,
the sooner you
I,
get rid
I
of
will
him,
be
the
okay
Yes,
with
Johnny
us.
Minerals.
Check out his call-in show as well later. We're going to be hopping on there too, so check it out.
I'm not welcomed over there, so I'm not going.
You never know. Might be. Until I see the pictures and the signing and everything, I ain't hearing nothing. But
He's
respectfully,
probably
thank
got
you.
Barcelona top somewhere.
Mhm.
And I've never
Maybe
understood
it's with Messi
Tomore.
in 2018.
To me, why we did that with
That's
Tomore.
the
Why
reason.
did we do
That's
that?
the reason why Cho. That's the Cho because the contract negotiation with what's his name, with Tomori. Tomori was contract negotiation, and he wanted a pay raise.
Same
But
thing with
Cho
Tammy.
Same thing with Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy wanted one.
And what about Ethan Ampadu? Could we not, you know, I mean,
He's
He's
I think
coming
he's
to Chelsea. He's going to be
I
Chelsea
think
player
he's on
in
3K at
preseason.
Chelsea right now.
Yeah.
I think he's actually around 3K to like 10K. He's very low.
He always
I
looks
want
great
to
in a
see how
Welsh
Ampadu
shirt,
plays
doesn't
in the World Cup though as well. Like Ampadu so far looking good in.
I've always
this
liked
international.
Campadu. To be fair, I always liked Campadu. I liked his aggressiveness, and you have to be a little bit nasty in that in the defense.
Yeah,
I think his physique is too short for the defense.
Declan
But
Rice
he can be-
approach from Chelsea turned down. Chelsea contacted David Sullivan and were told immediately it's not for sale. Hold that. All you Rice stands, hold that. Disrespectfully.
What do you make of all this Nathan Ake talk? I mean, we always had first dibs on him at Bournemouth. Of course, Man City took up that option. What do you think?
I don't think he's worth.
I feel like with Nathan Ake, feel like I don't know. I think he's declined in some ways, even though he's still young. He went to Man City.
He just hasn't played any games, has he?
Yeah,
not good
he
enough,
doesn't
is
play
he?
games at all.
He's
It's
just not good
weird.
enough to start for them, is he?
Mate, it's
Yeah.
amazing, isn't it? How many of our former players come back and we've got to buy them back for stupid money.
Yeah,
You know
Lukaku,
what I mean? It's just, well,
100
yeah,
million.
but I remember us doing that way back, but with Graham Lasso, you know, we sold him to Blackburn as a winger. And we bought him back as a right back.
Yeah.
Crazy, but there you go.
James plays in the
Crazy,
midfield as
crazy.
James has been playing everywhere,
He
man.
can play anywhere, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, you put him in strike, I would like feel more comfortable at
He's
strike.
so he is so much talented,
So-
more than he's
So
he's
what happens
yeah.
now then with Havertz? And I mean, because none of us talk about him. You know what I mean? None of us.
Give him
What do
another
we do
season,
now
see
with
how
him
he
then?
does it out.
Where does he
we're-
fit then with whatever we're
We're
bringing in?
stuck with him for another season, and I'm saying put him in the 10 role and see if he can be a bit more creative there. And if that doesn't work, then I personally wash my hands. But we'll have to wait and see on it. I've got no patience for any more of these attackers, and I think especially with Havertz. But we'll see next season if I get proved wrong. But I really want to be proved wrong on it, but I don't see anything in him personally.
You
Oh,
will be.
you
You
don't
will
see
be
him.
proved
You
wrong.
don't see it. You don't see it.
I hope so. I really do, but I don't see anything.
The guy next to me didn't speak since he came out, man. Let him talk. Let him say something.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
what are you saying, bro?
I was cooking. That was my bad. I was
And
listening
bro,
to-
I said it's not an agenda.
People in the
Give me a consistent run of form from Havertz, and I
People in the
won't
chat,
say
I'm a
nothing.
nice guy, man.
I
You
haven't
guys say
seen
I'm a bad
nothing.
guy.
So it's you with the agenda, my guy.
But the
Go
problem
on,
is
Abdullahi. What are you
the
saying?
problem is people doesn't rate Matthias de Ligt how they rate in the alley because a place under terrorism manager called Massimiliano Allegri who play more defensive football. If you watch the way de Ligt play, it's like a proper central back who you can kind of say, okay, this guy has a leadership trait, and you can also always rely on him because he is very good. At the age of 22 years of age, that guy is very, very good. If you're gonna compare him with Jules Koundé, I think the difference between him and Jules Koundé is more intelligent and more smarter in the way he kind of come out of the position and play the ball from the back. But Matthias de Ligt is more of like a central back. It reminds me a little bit of the way Ricardo Carvalho played for Chelsea when under Mourinho, where he doesn't need to shout, he doesn't need to do small, but he knows his job and when to do it. So that's how Matthias de Ligt play. It's different than Koundé because Koundé, you can see Koundé shouting, you can see him coming from the back and talking, getting angry, fighting defender, fighting attacker. De Ligt is not like that. It's more of a captain who is very quiet, who goes on his job and do his job. So that's the difference between them. I mean, if it is Tuchel signing, I will endorse it, but I don't know how much because he has a release cost of 120. So are we going for 70, 60 with Jorginho or 70, 60 with Timo Werner? I don't
They
know
said
because
65. They said 65 from Simon Phillips.
so 65 plus who? Timo Werner?
Yeah, for Kunde.
65 for Conde, but for Matthias de Ligt, how much for De Ligt?
Oh, take care, Kai.
I think the Litt's around
Take care, people.
65
No,
to
I'll
70
put-
as well.
I'll put the link
See
in
you
the
later.
chat. We'll see who else is about.
Maybe
That's
60, 70?
How tall is Kunde? I mean, like,
Koundé
do we
is
not
five-
worry
I think
about
it's 5'1" or
crosses
5'2".
and
Kunde's like 5'11" to 10. But the thing is, don't get fooled by his height because he can jump really high. Like Thiago Silva's 6 foot and he can jump really high. As long as you got a good jump on you, and he does win a lot of aerials as well.
But do you not remember, well, especially under Frank, when those diagonal balls, we were so suspect to it, weren't we, when they played that ball right in at an angle, and we were always getting outsourced.
But the problem
Set
is,
pieces.
I don't know where we're gonna our first signing. I don't know where we're gonna make our first signing. I have no idea when we're gonna do because I'm worried because we have to get it ready summer in terms of the sporting director. So
When does preseason start?
July the 20th? It's that next month.
Yeah, it's not long away, is it?
No.
No.
I don't know where we're gonna.
It's a little bit worrying, isn't it? Let's be honest. If we're all
That's the
truthful,
question we're
we are a
supposed to be
bit
asking
panicky.
you, Fokudoku. You
What?
sniffing around the Cobham.
Nah, relax.
But the problem, I don't know where we're gonna make our first signing and how much because I'm here we're gonna sign 6 players. Are we gonna sign 6 players between June, July, August? When?
What do you mean talking about height? I literally said he can jump.
Because if we're gonna sign 6 players, I don't know where we're gonna make the first signing. I'm just hearing monitoring, putting cash together. What is going on? I don't know what's going on. because we need a proper sporting director. They're gonna scout the player for us. And okay, this is what the manager wants. Let's go get it.
And
Tuchel
every
is not a
week that
scout.
goes by, it
Tuchel
becomes more of
is
a
a manager.
issue.
Todd Boehly is not.
We haven't done any business.
Exactly.
It just becomes pressurised by our own scenarios, you know, because we haven't.
We haven't even done any business yet, so that makes me worried. I don't know. That makes me a little bit worried because now because we need the sporting director, and I'm hearing Michael Edward and then Paul Mitchell, which okay, that's not bad. That's going into the right direction. But when are we gonna hire them? And when are we gonna make things right? Because we get into July. Before you open up, before we close it, we're already in August. Now, what is going on? Because we have to get it right. It's very, very important. We gotta get it right. It is important.
I think obviously you've got to look at City, the way they've gone about things, and
Lewis, I sent you DM.
Cool.
I think I could see Neymar at City. You know that.
Not a chance.
Oh, no renewal, no release clause, no agreement on new terms. The Ligt has requested his transfer this summer, with Chelsea and United in pole position to sign the Juventus defender, says Corriere dello Sport.
He's too expensive.
Interesting. So he wants to leave himself. Even better.
Yeah, I hear that he has already given a transfer, but the problem is 70 because Juventus want to demand the player. I don't know the player they're going to demand for. Maybe 70 will be fine. I don't know.
I think that's about the right fee, you know.
Well, it depends. Maybe we can send a couple of players that they want. I wouldn't say which kind, but somebody was linked over there.
Stop, man. West ain't coming to Chelsea, man.
He is.
Huh?
J4, yeah, Juventus.
Have you read the news?
They have a PP argument with Poco.
There's always next year.
Yeah, they always beef each other, but it is what it is. Artem says it looks like Skriniar is moving to PSG. They just reported Tuchel rates Kimpembe over Koundé. With Skriniar going to PSG,
I don't think Kimpembe is that bad of a centre back, but he's very rash. And when you're playing the Premier League, you're gonna get exposed. And my problem with it is they have Marquinhos, they have Sergio Ramos, and who did they have in the centre back? Nobody. Now they're bringing this Skriniar. So are they gonna ship in Kimpembe because Kimpembe is young? Ramos is like 36 or 35. If somebody want to go, it has to be Ramos. Maybe sit on the bench and bring in Skriniar to play together. So I don't know. It depends on what Christopher Gaute, the new manager, is gonna do for PSG. He's gonna go to a back three or a back four. It depends. Because if you are bringing in Skriniar, somebody has to go. Someone has to go.
I mean, I feel like as the personnel improves, we'll start to become more versatile and you see different formations. Like, we tried the 4 at the back this year and it just didn't work with our team. I think with a different team it worked.
I think as soon as we sign a competent DM, we'll move into a 4.
Igal stopped working for Raphinia. He doesn't want to come to you, man.
Raphinia ex Ziyech swap deal, lol. Matt Law said he's not going to Chelsea. You're no longer interested. I also heard your boy, Ornstein. You lot love rimming yourselves over him. And he said there's rumours of a swap deal and that Chelsea see him as a wing-back potentially. So, different sources say different things. Like, if you want to hop on, feel free to hop on, my guy. I'm sure we can have a nice discussion. But, yeah, let me know, man. Let me know.
Don't you guys think we're going to have like a...
But guys, I have a feeling. I've watched Raphinia play and I've watched Hakim Ziyech play. I'm not too phased on this Raphinia guy. He is good. I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm not too phased with him because he looked like one-legged footed player. He's very skillful. I know that, but I'm not too phased on Raphinia. Am I wrong? I'm not. I'm 50-50 with him. I'm on the edge with him.
Yeah. So the fact on the point that you made about him and Ziyech being similar, that's completely wrong. They are totally like
in terms of like one leg foot, in terms of left foot.
No. So it doesn't matter with Raphinia because he has more movement in him. So like with Ziyech, he doesn't have any movement in him. So when somebody traps his left side, he doesn't really do anything. With Raphinia, he'll beat them to the right side and he'll still cross with his right foot. Like it's not like it's useless. Ziyech is kind of like Havertz, where he refuses to use his right foot. He literally refuses to use his right foot.
He cuts in, doesn't he? He's got a great curling shot from 20 yards. We all know that, and he can bend the ball beautifully. but he's not your typical one that gets down the flanks and gets the crossing, is he? He's not one of them at all.
I'm surprised no one has said this, but don't you guys think that rather than a rigid 4 or rigid 5, everyone's like, oh, we're going to go back to the 4. Do you guys remember Real Madrid's second leg, how he was fluid during the game? Yeah. I think that's what Tuchel is looking forward, or that's what he's planning for the coming seasons. And that's why he would like Reece James to play right center back. You can see how good he is at right center back, but in game he can slot to a right back, which he's also very good at. And then maybe even a Raphinia who's going to play wing back, or so we think. In game he actually will play on the wing. Exactly. Reece James can slot to right back. I think Tuchel wants to have in-game fluidity.
People keep saying that we like to play a possession. We like to play a possession game. So if we do like to have a majority of possession, that means that wing backs are not spending much time defending.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're spending much time on the other half. And by the way, people that saying Raphinia, if he's going to be right wing back and cut on the left side, you need to learn how Chelsea play and watch Chelsea play. Because if the right wing back he's left-footed, he's becoming inverted right wing back. He's gonna cut. That means Mount can go wide. That not necessarily means that they both stuck in the same position. That means that Mount can go wide and take a defender with him, and Raphinia can cut in on his left foot.
Yeah.
And even for the DM, I mean, I hate to push the Rice thing, but if you have a Rice sitting in front of the back 4, he can slot and be that middle. But I mean, that's a completely different thing.
Rice is a defender too.
Rice ain't coming though.
Probably
not this summer.
Not this summer, no.
It's too much
like
money.
I said, don't sleep on Neves though. Let's not go.
Oh, I'd love Ruben Neves.
Look,
it'd be great. It would be great.
I don't want to go to, look, if we don't change the midfield, that will be the biggest slap on the face next season. For me,
the midfield's going to be last for us to change, so we're going to have to wait until another month.
That's crazy.
Depending who goes as well.
I think but we have too much problem. That's the major problem.
Oh shit, Tyrese! It's been a minute, bro. What are you saying?
I'm all right, man.
Yo, I hope you're good, bro. It's been ages.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Hope you're good and shit.
We're all good. There's a lot of transfer rumors going on.
Yeah,
Lewis, I'm going to shoot off now, mate, so I better get in.
Hi, Tony. It's been good seeing you as well, my guy. Take care of yourself.
Much love for everyone.
Good to see you,
up the Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Kick your fucking finger out. Let's get a fucking one in.
Let's go, my nice. Take care of yourself, bro. Have a good weekend.
Cheers, guys. Much love. Bye-bye.
Love. Just as saying, only midfielders. I thought we said motherfuckers. The only midfielders we've had talks about are Sergi and Rabiot. If Rabiot
you can use it.
I'm not
you
saying
can use it, motherfuckers.
No,
motherfuckers talked about
Rabiot. If he's 15 million, I confirm that.
No, what does Rabiot even do?
No,
what role does he have?
No sense.
No.
I don't think Rabiot
I
makes
know.
sense
As a starter, I'm not here for. But if he comes in as 15 million, he comes in as cheap depth.
No, hold on.
Yo.
Didn't Rabiot literally hold Thomas Tuchel hostage with the PSG board?
No. He didn't have a fallout with Tuchel. He had a fallout with PSG. I'm not too sure
in his last season, we didn't really play much.
I do agree, though. Off the pitch, he does come with his issues. So
his problem
it is also coming. 220. Forget.
I don't even know what kind of role in the midfield that guy has.
Wait, what? Wait, Rabiot's wages
I've
up.
never understood what
220. Yeah, duck out, man. Get out of it. Get the fuck out of it.
With Rabiot, yeah, like 3 years ago, he was actually a good player, but I think he just went to Juve. I just think he just went to Juve and just ain't the same guy anymore. And also, like, I can't really tell you what he really is. I don't know if he's a box to box.
A good player.
I saw him playing as a wing. Wait, hold on. I saw him playing as a wing back for France last Euros. I don't know what he is, but as a squad player, if you want to use him as a utility player, if you could play that wing back role. If we have an injury, because Chilwell isn't the fittest, and if you want to bring him as a squad player in case you want to play him at DM or play him at wing back if we have an injury. I wouldn't mind it for 15 million as a squad player. It's not that bad. But as a starter, definitely not, because I don't think Rabiot is that good of a
This
player.
reminds me of a Saul 2.0.
That's
He
what
used to be
it's
good
He's
a
not
few
that
years
bad.
ago. He can play wing back. You know, we don't really know what he's
that
going
is
to be in
what
this
it's
team
going
for.
to be. Rabiot is that bad. He literally, you need to understand that when
He does apparently play on the left as well.
I don't think he's terrible. I just don't know what he's going to offer us.
Real quick, when Rabiot was at his best, he was playing with literally the best team in the world. So, like he's a system player in that aspect.
Wait, what best team in the world did he play with?
The French national.
Oh yeah. He wasn't a star though.
Yeah, he was.
No. Like when they won the World Cup, it was Matuidi, Kante, and Pogba in that midfield.
Him and
That was Matuidi played on the left, and Pogba and Kante is the two central ones in that World Cup.
He was the one that was rotating between the three of them, is what.
Yeah, he rotated in them.
And that's what got him his move. Like you need to that's not the only that was when he was at his best. He was never that good at PSG. He was never that good at Juve.
Now he was good at PSG, bro. I remember for a period of time when
players in that PSG team.
Huh? What you
Look
said?
at the players in that PSG team as well. He wasn't even the best midfielder in that team.
Fair enough. Yeah, he
So guys,
definitely was.
I just saw the report now. I just saw the report now.
Better.
I think Chelsea will table. Hold on. I think Chelsea will table 70 million for the Ligt. I just saw it now.
Okay.
70.
Damn. Yeah. Rabiot's had 22 caps for France.
That's a big money, man. Damn.
I just looked.
I think the Ligt's worth that. Personally, for me, like the summer when we had that transfer ban when he went to Juve, like he was my dream, like signing before we got the ban, because I was watching Ajax like from the beginning of Champions League run that they had with Ten Hag like 3 years ago, and like that guy is colossal. But I have one fear of him. I don't know if like he's like I think he's still very good. I don't think he's declined in any shape or form. I still think he's a top player. But for me, you gotta like think of it like when he went to Juventus, he went there as a young player ready to develop, and I'm not too sure if he got the development to his game. I still think that he looks like the same player. And it's luckily that when he was so young, he was still very good. But I don't think that he's like reached the potential that he set out to be. But he's still young. I still think he's a really good player. I don't think he has any really weaknesses I can think about right now. But one thing I could say about him, like my fear of him if he does come to is if his development from maybe being that player 3 years ago and still being the same player with no like vast improvement, if that would be like an issue for us, because I think we need to go and get ready-made players, and I still think he's a top player. I do think in this system and with Tuchel, I think he would improve, honestly, especially making a move to the Premier League. So that's my only fear of him.
Apparently, he doesn't fit a back three very well. At the start of the season, they were playing a back three.
It's because he gets erratic. Like, you know how when Rudiger gets out into those spaces, he thrives? Like
he can do that in a back three.
When De Ligt gets out there, he makes a lot of mistakes, dude. He makes a lot of
in the back three, you got then it makes more sense he can be in a back three then if he can do that. In a back four, you can't do that.
No. So in a back four, because you don't have to control that much space, you don't have to control as much space, he's better. When you give him more space that he has to control and he has to protect, he gets like his decision making it's not the best. It's not the best.
Wait, that sounds like the other way around, though.
No,
you have more space to control in the back four. You have less center back partners.
No. Because of the wing backs, like in a back four, because of the wing backs, they're covering the sides, so you don't have to worry about the sides. De Ligt is not a middle center back.
Definitely not.
De Ligt is not a middle center back. He's going to play on the right side or the left side. So with that being, he has to patrol more area. It's not just the middle. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not just the inner channel that he has to control.
I don't think he should have ever made that move to Juventus. Like,
no,
I'm happy that he made the move because it's clear to show. I knew that wasn't going to be the move for him, because I was thinking of it like this, like. This Serie A was never really a league to help develop young players in, and the teams in there are just like full with a lot of older players. So it was never really keen on his move to Juve, to be honest. But I'm happy it didn't work out, no, so that we can go and get him because
Lewis, you
he's a
got
player I
DM
want.
from Jester.
Who?
Oh, I was saying
Oh,
Lewis
Kevin.
got DM from Jester about Declan Rice.
Yo, welcome.
Oh.
We wouldn't have these issues if we just paid Christensen a sign-on fee.
Ligt is not.
You're on mute or whatever, Lewis. I don't know.
I was agreeing with you, bro. I was agreeing.
These comments is actually insane. So what? Just show me a single game where he has played this as a central center back. A single game. Try and find it.
Who?
Ligt.
Oh my god.
In a back three where he played as the central center back. Find the single.
I don't know. I know Netherlands.
I'm not talking to the panel.
I know that Holland plays with a back three now, but I don't know. I'm not too sure if he plays.
He doesn't because Van Dijk starts in the middle in front of him. Even when Van Dijk was injured during the Euros, he still didn't play in the center. And Juve, it's either Bonucci or Chiellini that plays in the center because they can actually control the tempo.
Yeah, I don't think he has that component to his game yet. But I'm not really focused on him playing in the middle because I was never going to put a player like that who's so erratic in the middle. I would have put him like on the flank, like on the left side, like where Rudiger used to play, because he's a similar, like in terms of like,
and he will get red cards. Don't trip about it. Like he will get red cards. Like that's the one thing that he had to improve.
Everyone can get red cards.
No, that's the one thing he had to improve going from Ajax to Juve was decreasing the mistakes that he was making, and it's really didn't decrease that much. That's what you're talking about, Tyrese. His development.
I agree with what you said. I also think if you can play with the like of Thiago Silva, who has been playing top professional football for so many years, I think Ligt will improve under Silva because he will be more cautious because Silva is an experienced central back who will tell him how to kind of position himself as a central back. So the mistake he's making in Juventus, I can understand that, but coming to Premier League and playing with Thiago Silva, he will understand the level of how the mistake he will make, less caution, less mistake, because Silva will let him know this is when you need to move into position. You gotta do this, do this, because Silva understands the game, so you can easily be able to put him to and let him know how to move as a center. He's young, he's 22.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you.
Sometimes
agree with you. My bad, Javi. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm saying that's sometimes true because if you look at like guys like Chalobah and Alonso, you could tell sometimes Silva gets super frustrated with him, and it depends on how they take instructions.
Yeah, and it's not only that. If he couldn't the only thing that I'm trying to figure out is if he couldn't learn that from Bonucci and Chiellini, is Thiago Silva really going to do that much better? Is all I'm saying.
I think what I would say is
pretty damn good.
Yeah, I understand. I understand Bonucci and Chiellini because of the way they defend. Sometimes they're a little bit kind of rash but if you look at Silva, the way Silva play, when Silva talks, you dare not speak. He has that respect in him. When he talk, you dare not say a word. So everybody that does him knows when Silva speak, you gotta listen. And he's coming in to learn, not to even. It can become a star, but he's coming in to learn and understand. Okay, I need to understand what my position is, how to move into position, what I need to do, because he is 22. He will make mistake. I know that. I'm already.
Who has a background noise?
Yeah, I hear that.
I think that's Lewis, actually.
He will make mistake.
Do you hear it, Lewis?
I understand that, but
Lewis,
what I want him to do is I want to say
it's not me.
I look at
it's not me, bruv. Probably you. You know that.
Wasn't that good when it was kind of playing?
It's still going off. It's like TV or something.
It's. I'm pretty sure it's the 05 dude down here.
Wait, I'm hearing some TV.
It's fatter.
No, it's muted. No,
it's my boss.
It's 05, kid. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because when I look at when you look at Rich James when he was playing in Wigan, he's a different player than when he was playing Chelsea because his positioning sometimes is a little bit off. But when you play with Silva always kind of shout at them, but we don't usually say it because of the way he plays and his experience, etc. So I believe if the Ligt is gonna come in, he will learn from Silva because that kind of player he needs to. I don't want to see the Ligt with another young players. I'm gonna get angry.
I think that's the issue though with these.
I would get angry. I want to see.
The only problem I had with the Ligt, it's the money. But the money, it's not bad. So
how much wages is he gonna be on?
Probably like near 200K.
There's two types of in-game coaching, though. You see a player like Zuma, for example, when he played with Silva, Silva can tell him what to do, but Zuma is never really going to pick those things up by himself and become a better player. Reece James, I think, is the kind of player who can learn from Silva and incorporate that to his game. So I wonder.
But I don't really think. I don't
Mayo.
really think there's nothing much. I don't really think there's much that Ligt has to learn. The only
He's
thing
actually on
that
200k
he's
Juventus
probably
as well,
last.
so
I think the thing is,
Oh,
Silva
really?
doesn't know how to speak
yeah.
English fluently
It
yet.
says why he earns
So he more
200k per
leads
week.
by example.
Listen, I still think he's a really
Yeah.
good choice. I still think he's a really good choice.
Silva can speak Italian. So could you look,
Definitely.
bro.
Yeah,
I still think he's a really good choice. I'm just mentioning his fallacies, the shit that he's
I
not.
think Silva can speak Italian. I think Ligt can speak Italian, so that
Yeah,
that
they'll
could
work
probably
out.
work.
I can speak Russian.
Better, bro.
The fuck his language has to do with this shit.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter, really. It's simple.
By the way, look, if we're looking at the defense, the link on the left, what's his name, in the middle, and Chalaba on the right.
Who's on the
or Reece James is on the right, or whatever. I don't think we're actually gonna go for Kunja after that. If we get the link, I don't think we're gonna go for Kunja.
I don't know.
I would love to get both, but yeah, I
would like to have both, but I don't think we're gonna go.
I agree. I think
because I think Chalaba impressed Tuchel, so I think Chalaba and Reece James are gonna be playing that position.
I don't mind Chalaba.
There's another thing is Tuchel tries to convince Azpilicueta to stay. If Azpilicueta stays, we're saving money.
We're saving money.
He's no payback.
Right centre back.
Next year.
No, but no, because we played him
as a wing back more than we played him as a centre back.
And that's worse.
So we have three.
That's why he needs to. No, that's why he needs to play. No, that's why he needs to play as a centre back all season as a backup.
Yeah.
Back up to
The
Chalaba.
thing is, I think him playing as a right back,
Chalaba, James
starting,
and him running up and
well,
down.
yeah, James starting. And then we have three.
More.
What are you saying, Charlie?
If we don't sign the wing back, then Chalaba. If we sign the wing back, then Reece James slides to the.
It's not bad.
If Reece James slides to third center back, then we have Reece James, Chalaba, and Aspi.
No.
But if we shift,
that means that we have Reece James, Thiago Silva, and Delinquent.
But if we shift Reece James as a third center back, who's going to play right wing back?
I think Chalaba still needs to improve on a lot.
I just
Lewis, when you were that time about West Ham, I
just want to go back and give them like Amanda Boja and Wes Barkley and see if they're gonna accept that with Declan Rice. I don't know if they're gonna accept that, but I'm not sure with that because just want to give them Boja with Barkley with some money and get Declan Rice. I don't know if that's gonna work with them. I don't know.
At this point, I'm just hoping Declan Rice says fuck you to West Ham and just leave me on a free.
Okay, someone's playing something.
Kick 05 out.
Who?
Yeah, once I will drop
that kid 05 is.
I just hear things getting played.
We're gonna wrap up in a few minutes anyway, but yeah. Well, is anyone else saying anything, or we're gonna wrap up now?
Let's have it right.
Wait, y'all talked about Richarlison.
Yeah, that's what.
I swear, faster, man.
He did his little hee earlier on. Now he's doing let's have it.
What's the difference between you and Pocodoku, Fata?
Money.
100 pounds.
Yeah, money.
Wow.
He's
Hey, at least I go to get. At least I go.
He thought about that.
I'm like Pocodoku, bro.
I agree. Yeah, thank you for that.
I didn't even hear a word of that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
himself.
We're gonna wrap up the stream. I'm going on to Johnny's call-in show, so check that out as well. I'm gonna leave the link in the chat for you guys. Everyone go Raiders thing, say that we sent you over there. But yeah, we'll hop on to call-in show in a little bit. Big up everyone that's locked in. As always, smash the like and subscribe button. Oh, fucking hell, guy. Oh my gosh.
Hey, go ahead. You're a waste, man.
Right. Everyone, raid Johnny's stream, man, and just tell him we sent you over. So big up everyone that's locked in. As always, smash the like and subscribe button, and we'll be back for the next stream tomorrow. If there's nothing to talk about, we'll just do a general Q&A, just like last week, but there probably will be something to talk about. But yeah, big up everyone. Like and subscribe. We are out.
I got a
Peace.
feeling we're gonna
Yeah.
sign somebody next week.